Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so I got everybody on the camera. I thought it was gonna just come to me, but I am adding one more. There's Erica. So this is
Hey.
like the second time I'm able to do a panel with this many people, and I am oh so excited to have you guys as part of the Streamers Hub panel. So thank you for coming out Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Of course, you got me, DJ Strick, on the Streamers Hub. And now you got the panelists. And this is like this group right here. We've been talking before we started the show. And man, some personalities, and I absolutely am excited about having them on. So let me get started first with who's right beside me. BJS. Big Joe Shepherd. I had to say it
Big
that way,
Joe.
Joe. How you doing, sir?
I'm fantastic. It's a real honour to be on, guys, all the way from Ireland. So I'm about an hour south of Dublin on the east coast. And yeah, listen, it's great. I've been learning an awful lot in a very short time about OneStream Live, and as I'm transitioning through platform to the future. So it's really exciting, and it's one of those things that, even at nearly 60, you never stop learning, which is
Right?
pretty cool. And so it's, yeah, I think once you stretch every day with something new, that's pretty powerful. So we're on a journey, and it's not about it being right or wrong, it's about just doing it and
That's
failing your way to success and loving it.
Hey, Joe,
So,
I really appreciate you hanging out with us like late in the midnight hour for you, right? It is really early in the morning, but you kind of stayed awake to kind of hang out with us, and I do appreciate it.
all good. Listen, it's a everything that I do and everything I teach in life is about longevity. So I want to be working with people, clients, friends, everything, all of this, 5, 10, 15 years. So, hey, there'll be times when it's reversed. Some of my shows, when I do them for the Southern Hemisphere, for my rugby and things, it's 9 a.m. in the morning for me because it's 8 o'clock at night for them. So it's
Right.
whatever works for the masses, guys. So, and it is genuinely an honor for me to come on at this early within the OneStream family to be able to
That's cool.
learn and chat things through. So that's pretty cool, guys. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, that's definitely our pleasure. You make us international, Joe.
Yes.
Indeed, man.
Facts.
All right, all right. Thank you, Harry. Harry is here. You know what I'm saying? Like Harry, and I gotta point out the hair, brother. You make me jealous. You make me jealous. I can't. My hair won't grow
A
like
lot of
that
people lost
anymore.
privilege years ago.
Right, I did. I did. I'm holding on to what I have, man. Thank you for hanging out with us today, and you got me on the one stream shirt. Like I forgot to wear mine today.
Representing today, OneStream Live.
That's awesome. Hey, sir. Glad to have you, and we got a lot to chat about today. So let me
Yes.
keep going. Matt is here. Matt, what's
Yes.
up, sir?
What's going on? Uh, Coming to you remote. Actually, I'm on live and on
On
location.
location,
On
right?
location.
No, I'm actually streaming from my iPad, from the OneStream Live app on my iPad. Up in upstate New York, visiting my in-laws this week. Taking care of some family stuff up here while we're up here, and just fortunate to have the opportunity and have a platform that allows me to do this remotely and still be able to participate and lend a voice. So
Brother, you look good. The signal is
thanks.
coming through really, really well, and I'm sure people are going to know how you're doing that remotely on an iPad, looking so good. So we're going to talk about that really soon because you're
Yes.
actually coming through a cellular.
Yep. I'm using my cell phone as a hotspot to be able to run my iPad through to you guys. So
That is dope.
It is
yeah.
dope. Like we absolutely would tell people, don't do that live.
Yeah.
No.
And you're
No.
doing it, and it looks good.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna give it one last ditch effort. There's so many people in and out of the house. The Wi-Fi is going all crazy. Signals are bouncing all over the place. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try my phone just in case. We'll see if I can connect and get it. If they can hear me and see me okay, then we're golden. So here we are.
Let me ask you this question. By
Yeah.
any chance, are you using any type of aluminum foil to get a better extension?
Nope.
Rabbit ears.
Just just my phone and my iPad.
Right, right, right. I guess Joe and Harry would kind of understand that joke because they're like with
Uh,
me, old
the
enough to
oh
understand
yeah,
when we
yeah, yeah.
used
The rabbit ears.
rabbit ears and
Yep.
aluminum foil to get a better signal.
Yep. And depending upon how you turn the aluminum foil was what station you could pick up.
Right, right,
Yep.
right.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Hey, Joe, did you actually do that in Dublin as well? Like when you were younger, did you guys have to
One
do
of it's actually that takes me back to a very similar story. When I was in the forces, I was for a couple of years. I was specialist communicator, and if we can get a signal through off the old, this is going back to the Cold War days in the 80s, right in Germany. So what
okay?
we do, we put two bulldog clips, like metal clips, onto a local farmer's fence. Put the Don 10 wire in, send your message, and then get out of there as quick as you can. So
Oh my
nothing
God.
changes over the years. We all adapt and find a way. You just don't hang around
It
once you've done it because you're compromised in your location. But yeah, aluminum foil.
Wow, that's it.
Mm,
turns the whole fence into an antenna, though.
Yeah,
That's
that's very unique. That's
yeah.
very unique, very smart, by the way. And can we
Yep.
go all the way to Iowa and hang out with Miss Rachel Hall? How are you doing?
Rachel.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. And
Hello.
not to reveal too much, but I want you guys to know I do remember the Antenna days. So, hey,
Okay.
I'm there with you. Like, I'm in the beauty industry. So, hey, it keeps me younger looking. But, anyways, I'm just excited to be here. I feel like I'm not worthy, but I am here for it.
Oh,
You know
stop.
what I mean? I'm here for it. And I'm just excited because I am bringing the perspective that I'm kind of learning this all along with you guys watching the stream. So just know if you're new to streaming, that's how I felt
Mhm.
when I started. So just know, it's okay. You're in the right place to learn and to grow. And it's just been an amazing journey. So just love
That's
it.
awesome. Well, we're glad you're here. Let me ask you this question. When I sent out the message on OneStream Live inside of the community, and I said, hey, I'm looking for panelists, what made you say, you know what? I would really like to be on a show with DJ Strick?
Well, hey, first of all, it's you, TJ. So I was like, hey, anytime I can jump on, and learn from you and be in your presence because you have such an amazing energy. And I feel
Oh,
that with everyone in the
Thank
panel.
you.
And I've had the opportunity to work with Erica. We've done some things before. So we've just had so much fun hanging out. And, I'm always excited to connect with new people because you never know what's going to happen from that one connection, that one relationship, that one stream,
That's
going
right.
out to people. So you just have to,
facts.
be ready to jump on opportunity whenever it comes.
Yep.
That's awesome. And you did that. And I
100%.
so thank you for doing it because you represent a demographic of people that we really would like to know, like what you're doing, how are you doing it, how are you using OneStream to do it. So people that resonate with you, they could see you on this panel and it could really intrigue them to be a part of it. And so thank you for taking the time to hang out with us tonight. And I'm ending with my girl Erica. Listen, I couldn't do a panel and not have Erica be a part of it.
Yay,
Why not?
Erica.
She has a standing opening on all of my shows, but I wanted to be sure if we're going to have a group of people together, Erica is definitely in the mix. So thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you inviting me. I hang out on yours all the time. I wasn't sure if I was wearing out my welcome, but I like hanging out on your shows. So.
No, you're not wearing out your welcome. Like if it wasn't for Erica when I started with the Streamers Hub, I would not have had an audience. Thank you, Erica, the audience of one, and you really made it helpful for me to get started. You made it easy, and we were able to communicate even through comments on YouTube, and it just made the difference. So thank you so very much for all you do for OneStream and definitely the community in OneStream to help all of us learn this system and be better when it comes to using the technology to make money because that is one of the biggest things you teach us. So thank you so very much for hanging out with us.
Yep.
All right.
Thank
So
you guys.
that being said, I told you guys that we did introductions, but I wanted to talk about the content you guys are creating. So, Joe, I'm going to come to you really quick. And I just want to talk about some of the things you guys are already doing when you are making content. Now, Joe, I know you're kind of new, like Rachel, with trying to figure out OneStream Live. What are you doing that people can connect with right now?
Well, I started about 5 years ago, and I started through rugby. I fell into live streaming just purely by chance, and I just found it was an easier way to speak to the then 7.6 billion people in the world. So literally, and, as we said before, face for radio, so it doesn't really matter. So you set expectations. I mean, I make people like you and Harry the Big Dog look even better than you are already, lads.
Oh
So,
my goodness, well, I
so
appreciate that. Thank
yeah,
you.
I'm back. Do I come back next week?
Larger than life
So
personality.
Yeah.
I fell into live streaming, and I look. I didn't say I'm a visioneer, but I can close my eyes and look at where things are going to be in 5 years' time. You know, even if I don't fully understand it, and it was just so powerful. So we started with a whole pile of live rugby and chat shows around the globe. We had up to 6 up to 2 years ago. Then we got into helping clients, smaller local businesses, as a very big penchant for me to help. I think that we all use the big companies, of course we do, but helping small and local businesses. So we've started doing that as well. And then 2 years ago, I had a small health scare, bounced back again, restarted. Here's a question for everybody who's watching tonight. How often do you restructure and reset your life and go again? As long as the dream's big enough and you've got the energy to go. So that's what we did. So now I'm working with one of your own, Stephen Healy.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. He has
Mm-hmm.
Stephen for since I started really, and I've learned a lot from him. So so we're moving away now from one platform, which is brilliant, great, but it doesn't give what I want for the future. And the biggest thing being I forget the name of it, the combined chat that we
Right.
have,
Unified
chat.
chat.
Unified chat. Uh-huh.
Brilliant. But the real game changer is being able to go live on a client's website. So you're no longer constrained by social media selling or giving the content that they want to see and selling their adverts. We can go live, and that is the future. So I'm really, really excited about that because that's a game changer. So in the next so where am I now? We're still doing a whole pile of different things. I also work for an international rugby academy, and we all of our briefings and our interviews. We do all our live shows through there as well. Why not? You pay for the license each month, may as well use it. Myself and Stephen now have just written a Udemy course on live streaming. I'm about to set up the Live Stream Academy. So Livestream Solutions, which is my small company, will then provide. I'm a high-end consultant as well. Wrong. I dabble in a few things.
Wow.
There we go. But I'm fortunate enough that having worked at strategic and operational levels, I can speak to even a smaller local business and understand what their vision is, what they're trying to achieve, how they deliver that. But I look at everything that I'm an end user, a client on the ground. You know, what am I looking for?
Right.
And sometimes I can get very frustrated. So if there's something small that's not right there, it's like, but that's what I want to see. If I'm a shopper, if I'm a client, if I'm, that type of that. So I then mirror the three: strategy, operational delivery, and the effect it has on the ground. Over the next 2 years, as we develop the academy, we'll be working with a digital marketing agency in the UK, and eventually we'll get to this point where we'll do twice a year virtual expos. So we'll be able to offer 10 or 20 small companies across the island of Ireland and UK, anywhere really, and we'll do a 2-day virtual expo twice a year where we can showcase what they're doing at the local level.
I love it, Joe. That's a lot.
Nice.
That's a lot that you're doing there. How can people, like right now that you're saying that, people's like, hey, I need to connect with this guy. What's the best way to connect with you?
Best way to connect is actually the best way until the academy site is up and running is they can get me through Facebook. Through live video production. We've got a page on there. Stephen sets up live video production.
I love it.
You can find me on Facebook, on YouTube through the Three Bod Rugby group. And here's one of the things that is real important. And business people, there's some very clever. I've seen some of Erica's stuff.
Okay.
And she can sell anything to anybody. It's brilliant. She's a slick, girly version of you, Strix, to be fair.
Okay.
But here's the thing. So when we set up the academy, what we're going to do for small businesses, we've now written a package, 5 packages, which then also takes them that they become a guest, they then become a host, they then become a producer director. And we want that cradle to grave approach. So at the end, some people would say, Okay, well, you're going to lose that business. No, you're not, because there'll always be that consultancy. The way the industry is changing so much, don't forget, it's worth almost 250 billion, the live streaming business, by 2027. So
Wow.
therefore, it's always going to be there. So we take somebody, and that's what I've done with my, since I had the bypass, came back to my rugby shows. I was doing too much. I was spending too much time in the business, not on the business. So what I've done now is I've got a pod of 3 people that run each of my shows, and I've trained one in each pod as a producer director. So they've got a host. Somebody can be in the background, and again, I know we'll come on to hotkeys later, which I've learned about over.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about hotkeys, but I
Yeah,
wanted to go through some things, Joe, and talk to the panelists so people will know as they're watching this, like you guys are just not some random people, but you are doing some great content. And I didn't know all of the things that you were planning on doing, but I love people that are doing academies, especially using digital products to kind of serve the community. And that's what sounds like you're planning to do. So thank you definitely for sharing that. I want to go now to Erica because Erica does a lot as well. Erica, if you can remember all the stuff that you do that people can watch content wise and share it with
She
us.
forgot more
I know
than
it.
she's done.
Yeah, I get caught up in RSS feeds, and my husband told me I'd make a course about RSS feeds. I'm like, yeah, finally
You
somebody
do.
wants
You
more
do.
RSS feeds. And I
Yeah.
started looking into it, and I'm like, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. So
Okay.
yeah, it happens. Yeah, I love academies too. So yay for you doing that, because I think a lot of people will need that. A lot of
Right.
people will get caught up in, I don't know how to do this. This is overwhelming. And it's like, no, all you need to do is this, and this, and it'll go.
Awesome.
It-
That's awesome. So tell me about how people can see some of the content you're making.
so Tuesdays is Erica Bates with OneStream Live. That's 10 a.m. on Facebook in the OneStream Live community. Thursdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, it is Talk Virtual. Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time is the Virtual Summiteers peer group.
Okay. There you go. There you go. So you guys got all this time to catch up on Erica. She's got a lot of content out there, and
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate you hanging out with us. So let me go to Rachel real quick and also get that same thing. Rachel, where can people find you in the content that you're making?
Yep. So you can find me on Facebook under Rachel Hall. And then you can also find me on Instagram under Rachel Beauty Biz. So you can find me in both of those places. And I use OneStream to create content that goes to different groups. So
Okay.
I stream into many groups at a time. And sometimes up to 15 on Facebook. And so
Wow.
I can, you know, share
Nice.
it multiple places. And I'm just here really to help the moms that are at home. I'm a mom, a single mom to 5 kids. And I
Wow.
just want to inspire some moms out there to know, like, you can do this, because
That's
sometimes
right.
I think we get scared of technology. I'm sure everybody on here sees that. And Joe kind of talked about that with his academy. We get scared of something new. But when we can't do face to face, this is a great replacement to reach people.
That's true. That's true. Well, definitely thank you for coming on and
Yes.
sharing that. I've not heard. So let me just say this. Erica, she is beating you with destinations. Like she's going into 15 groups. Like I haven't heard people going into that many groups, but I'm sure you've found a niche, and those niches are probably all those groups are probably all the same, but just different groups. So you're able to give them the same content at one time.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes,
You're speaking
exactly.
Erica's
Nice.
language. You
Mhm.
are
Yep.
speaking her language. That's awesome. That's
Nice.
awesome. So let's do this. Come on, Harry. Tell me what you got, sir. Like I was on one of your shows talking DJ talk.
Yes.
Tell me what you're doing right now.
um, right now, I'm working on a number of projects. I did a course, speaking of live stream, and I did a course called um, Building Live Stream Confidence Builder course,
Okay, that's good.
where you get on, you learn about everything, a couple of the platforms, the smile thing, the stare at the camera thing and
Yeah,
not at
yeah,
somebody else.
yeah. You're
you
talking
know
my
i i
language.
taught I taught all of that, and I'm getting ready to revamp this whole thing. And it's on Groupon right now. It's been on Groupon for since March of 2022.
hold on. Erica, have you thought of that yet? Putting a thing out on Groupon like that is that's pretty smart, Harry. Like I haven't heard
That
anybody
is
put a
smart, Harry.
digital product on Groupon, but I'm sure that's another because Groupon advertises what's on there, right?
Yeah,
Man, that's
yeah.
awesome. That
Once you
is
Well,
get in their
awesome.
little rotation, you get there. My DJ interview show. Yes, I did interview
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
legendary DJ
Come
Strick,
on, DJ
and we
Strict the
talked.
Legend. I get
We
it.
talked. We talked radio and DJ stuff. I come on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. ish Eastern time. I'm
Right.
on Central time, but I come on at Eastern time. I'm on episode 112.
Man, that's
Today is
awesome.
Monday. Tomorrow is Tuesday for everybody who's keeping up with the
Right,
Joneses.
right. Because they may be watching this in replay, so it'll be episode
Yes,
113.
it'll be episode next tomorrow is 112.
I get it. I get it.
I have two other shows. I just like to talk to people. I interviewed Erica on one of our other shows called Mastering Your Media,
Okay.
and that airs on our stations on the radio. And I think that's about it. Well, right now, if you guys are up with the 50th anniversary of hip
Hip hop.
hop,
Uh-huh.
as of the 22nd
Me and Joe
of
are up
June.
on the anniversary of hip hop, so that
Okay,
yeah.
yes, you and Joe.
Me and Joe. Me and Joe. We know about it.
I'm bringing everybody else on board. So on the 22nd of June marked the 50th, the 50-day countdown to the 50th anniversary.
Okay.
So I decided to do something every day for 50 days.
Okay, that's
Whether
cool.
whether it's just talking about hip hop and where it originated at, the slang we used to use, the food we used to eat, the whole nine. And I have a whole bunch of guests on. And you guys that are hip hop, I want you to come on because I need to fill up 50 days.
There you go. There you go. So I can give you one. I just throw Matt in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he
Yes.
can give you some hip hop content, you know? Let's see
Oh, you
here.
on
I know you
you on
probably
mute?
muted it for me. But there you
I
go.
did. I muted it because we got a lot of bodies moving in and around this house, and
No worries.
nine of Grandpa's 15 great grandchildren are running around this house right now, and they're all just trying to have a good time. So I didn't want to interrupt the show, but yeah. So yeah, I
Tell us
got some
about your
content for you.
content really quick, because you have
All
an
right.
interesting podcast business and
Yeah.
all of that.
So I am the host of the Existential Man podcast, and the whole focus, the purpose of the Existential Man podcast and all the subsequent content and things of that sort is really to inspire men to become better versions of themselves by focusing on different aspects like finances, personal health, mental health, which is a big one for men, unfortunately. And just being able to, relationship and emotional kind of intelligence, things of that sort. Just focusing on getting better, 1% better every day, or being a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday, to really kind of empower or encourage men to show up as their best selves in the world. So we are on all the major podcast platforms. We're starting to do the live stream shows, with the help of OneStream, and actually kind of a new thing that all of this kind of inspired me to, in sharing of all this advice of doing and building and growing and being better, kind of inspired me to do something. So July 1st, where I'm actually starting my own business, launching a digital media marketing and management
That's
company
awesome.
that will help small businesses and local entrepreneurs automate some of their social media campaigns and digital marketing processes with in conjunction with the help of some of the newer technologies like AI and things of that sort, and teaching small business owners how to use things like AI, ChatGPT, some of the AI image generators and things of that sort to further leverage those technologies to reduce the amount of time they spend on their social media and digital marketing. So
That's awesome.
Nice.
And I love it. I love the fact that like everybody here has a purpose for what they're doing, content
yeah,
creations for. And I wanted to take this chance. So last time it was Matt and Harry and I, but this is the panel, guys. So as people have decided to, come on to the Streamers Hub, and we may have some different panelists here and there, but this is it. Matt, Joe,
The
Harry,
crew.
this is the crew right here. These are people you're going to see the fourth Monday night of every month talking about whatever the theme of the month is. And the idea of us being here is to help the community and people that may be just watching and perusing OneStream Live's YouTube channel to find out how to use it. So I did want to take the opportunity to kind of go around the room to talk to each and every person so you'll know who they are. That being said, let's dive into these hotkeys. Hotkeys just kind of make it easier. Matt, I want you to stay right where you are and talk about this.
Yeah.
I want to add the hotkeys in so people can see that's not the best showing. Let me see if I can get the best showing of that. And let's try it one more time. See if I can get the biggest one. There we go. So when we talk about using hotkeys, guys, um, this is from the help desk from OneStream Live. All right. And these are the available hotkeys that you can have. And I know Harry is having a hard time seeing this, but the
Yeah.
devices
I'll just listen to you. I believe you.
yeah, I wish I could blow this up, and there may be a way that I'm not familiar with blowing it up, but we're gonna have to work on that. So that's not blowing it up. There we go. I tried, Harry. I did try. I just messed up my
yeah.
screen. But here we go.
Thank you.
So the first one is the M key on your keyboard is to mute. All right. So to turn your camera on and off is V, and then Shift F is S. Shift S for Steve is for sharing your screen, and then P, that letter P is for playback of videos. To go live, you can do Shift L. To end your broadcast, Shift B as in boy. And then you have layout 1 through 7, which is Shift and then the number 1 through 7. Okay. You have open a tab, which is C. L is live selling. B is branding. Okay. And open my recording tab is R, and then stream tab is S, and then Shift F is to enter and exit full screen, and then you can toggle name display with Shift N. And that's the basic part of using hotkeys. The reason why we're here today is to help people understand you can actually use this Elgato Stream Deck to be able to do it. And Matt, I do want to ask you this. Matt actually went off for just 1 second. So Harry actually has his
I'm
Stream
back.
Deck. Okay, Harry has his Stream Deck here, and he went ahead and got it. What made you go ahead and pull the plug on it, or did you already have it?
I had this for a couple of years now. I caught it on sale. It was a Black Friday thing, caught it for like $89.
That's pretty smooth. That's pretty smooth. Like that goes for like $150, right? Yeah, yeah. So
hmm
getting that and people, if you are in the content creation world, I want to tell you this. Like, don't get it twisted. People get in and out all the time. You don't have
Yep.
to have brand new from Best Buy or any of that. Look at Facebook Marketplace. It is a great place to
Yes.
find equipment from people that are getting out of the content creation world. Okay. You can get it on the low. I'm just trying to help you. Okay. But that's really good. Matt, you were telling us something beforehand about how you can use hotkeys, or if you have a Mac computer, how you can actually do multiple keys with, I think it's Catalyst Browse.
No. So it's called Keyboard
I
Maestro,
just got that
and it's
continue. I talked about a Sony product. You know what I'm saying? I got
that's
that real
okay.
messed
That's all
up.
right. No, I don't know what the Windows equivalent would be, or if there even is one. Because Mac is awesome. I'm a Mac fanboy, but I digress.
Yes, yes. You
Keyboard
okay?
Maestro is a
Erica's muted
program.
right now. She can't say anything.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
I'm with Erica. We're
Um,
well.
But no, keyboard maestro you can go so far as you can actually record actions with your mouse. So you can go to you can open up the browser and it'll type in OneStream Live, and then you can record the mouse motion of going up to the sign in and clicking that, and then typing your username and password, and then going to the live broadcast, starting a stream. You can program all of that into a hotkey for start broadcast, and it will literally be one key on your stream deck. You press it, and it'll do all of that stuff, get you right into the OneStream Live studio, ready to stream. Change the profile to your OneStream Live hotkeys that are in the OneStream Live, that are programmed with the OneStream Live studio, and it's literally one key that gets you from basically computer desktop all the way to ready to stream and broadcast.
I like
So
that.
it's I mean, it depends on how complex you want to get. You can do simple things like controlling lights, controlling cameras. I know you've got the colored RGB lights in the background, which help bring you out of the background.
Right.
So it can do all of those types of things by controlling some of those with the macros on the keyboard maestro.
I
So
like that. That's pretty good. Keyboard Maestro.
yes,
All right. Take note of that, guys. If you're a Mac user, if you
yep.
use what Harry would call an American computer, like I don't know why Harry calls it American computer. Where's
That's what it
Harry at?
is.
Like why he calls it an American
I
computer?
know
But if you
why.
use okay, you know why? Why does he say that? Why does he say that?
Aren't most Macs made in China? Is that why?
Uh, I'm sure they're not made in America. That's for sure.
every
They're not made in
every
America.
I did
most
not know
most
that, Erica, but that's another thing to hate on with Macs.
most every printed circuit board is manufactured in Taiwan, though. So I don't know
All of
how.
right.
I don't know
Let's do this
how
really quick. I
accurate.
do want to add this. I do want to add this, man.
Oh yeah.
So this is another mechanical keyboard that you can use that is going to give you that can be programmed similar to a Stream Deck. All right, as you can see, the price is $40. So as people are out there,
Oh, wow.
I lost somebody. Okay, she's coming back. So if people are out there and they don't want to spend $150 or $99 for the Stream Deck Mini, like this is an option to kind of get started. So 9 fully programmable keys and for hotkeys and all of that. All right, one-click start, floating windows and macros. OS, Windows, Vista, all of that, it could be done here. So I really like the fact that if
Nice. I've
somebody
never
wanted
seen
to
that.
start,
Yeah.
this is Amazon, but basically they sell this in Office Depot and all of that kind of stuff. So it's an easy way to get started to see if you wanted to do it and then add to your studio as you can. But as we are talking about the Stream Deck, this thing does look cool. Let's go
Oh yeah.
to the other one that I have, the one that I
I've
have
got
in the
that bad
studio.
boy.
Do you the
I'm
32 key?
I got the big one. Actually, I have one of each. So I have the Mark II, that one, the standard Mark II. I just ordered. I haven't used it yet, but I just ordered it. Should have arrived while we were here in New York.
Mm.
Wow.
The one with the dials. I have
Right.
the big boy. So
I haven't tried the one with the dial. Like I really like the one I'm showing here, the XL.
oh
And
yeah, yeah.
there's so many use cases for this stuff. So this is a Stream Deck. Was that 4?
Stream Deck
Oh,
Plus.
Stream Deck. They just call it.
It's called the Stream Deck Plus.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So there's so many use cases for this stuff, guys, if you actually get down into it. So for people that are coming from other products or they're live streamers and gamers and all of that, gamers are really using this product. OneStream Live wants you to know that, hey, you can still use it with your setup with us. That
Yep.
being said, I want to show you something really quick, and then I'll go around the room and talk about, I guess, how you can use the technology. And I'm gonna start with you, Rachel. Rachel, so be ready. How we use this technology to make it better for us as live streaming professionals using the studio. So right now, I'm pressing 1, which should go back to me. Hold on, let me see, get to the right thing. Oh, the first. So okay, that template is not the best one. There we go. All right, that still is not the best one. Oh, I'm finna make a mistake, guys.
Make sure you
Let's
click
go.
back into the OneStream Studio.
There you go. That's right. Let me take this off the screen. I actually hit website, and that's why it did that. So I want to pull it down so I can remove this, and it's just us. There's Rachel. All right. There we go. So I'm actually clicking through, and it's changing all of these slides, and I'm looking down right now, but let me show you how it could work. I'm talking to you, and I press a button, and it goes to this. That's not the right template I want to use for this. And then we could go here, and I'm not looking, and it's actually moving around.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how using a Stream Deck that's programmed with the hotkeys that you can actually use the templates. Okay? Thank you, Harry. You can actually use the templates to kind of help you see how all of this work, and the buttons look just like that. Okay? That being said, Rachel, as you're seeing this and you're talking to the mothers that are trying to get into this, they're extreme newbies when it comes to how all of this works. How would you explain how this setup with a Stream Deck or even a mechanical keyboard work for them in their workflow?
Well, I'm just thinking of, moms out there and just people in general. We're always busy and we're looking for ways to multitask. And so I just see this as a way, another way for us to, multitask because these hotkeys are making us basically work quicker and more effectively. I'm just kind of learning this with you guys too, but that's what I see is that, anything that we can do faster and easier, it's just going to make us, be able
That's right.
do more things at once, basically, which is what we're all trying to do,
That's right.
Yeah.
and so anything that can make it more convenient, because the fact that we could just click a button and it could go through all those initial steps for us, it's going to save time. And when we save time, we're saving, we can make more money
That's
faster.
right. That's
Um,
right.
and so, just don't be afraid of this. We just need to learn it together, and it'll just make it, like I said, a lot easier for us to just work and grow. And like Eric has taught me, we want to be omnipresent,
That's
and so
right.
this is
That's
just
right.
another way for us to step into that. So thank you, Erica. And I've got my
That
pom pom. So
Oh
woo!
my goodness. Hey Joe, she brought the pom pom to the show, and you as a rugby guy, like that's gotta be the coolest thing. Like that just has taken our panel to the next level as people are trying to be, even as you teach this, and they're trying to go to the next level in creating shows. Or they see the interview show like mine and they say, well, how can we make these things move like Strick is doing? And then we have technology like the Stream Deck. How would you explain it to them?
I think one of the things, again, looking at Stream Deck and hotkeys for the first time really over this weekend, I had been put off before because I didn't want to use my keyboard. I got so used to, in the other studio especially, of when you get used to where your left and your right brain connects and you know where everything is, when you're used to that, it's much easier. I think you've got to take it back a bit more fundamental than that. I know we've got technology coming now where, and this is why I'm explaining this bit, is because I got a lot of energy. I move
Okay,
around a lot. To be fair, everybody knows that. That's one of the things I'm pretty
got you.
known for. I stand because I've got a problem with my spine, so I stand at a built-up computer system. So when you're not sat, you're moving, and I got very conscious of it to begin with, but now it doesn't bother me. What I think things like Stream Deck does, if you're hosting and producing direct in, especially for small businesses, because you're going to do a one-stop shop, the Stream Deck and the hotkeys will allow you to be more slick and have that reassurance in your mind. And it's just another step. On Saturday, when I first started looking at this, I watched your show from last week and I was like, oh, it's just another thing I'm never going to get. But it got what I did get was the importance of how it can automate. And in 2023, it's all about automation.
That's right.
So, and that's my big thing for this year. So for me, I can't wait. So based on seeing your show, which I recommend everybody goes off to YouTube and see Strix, DJ Strix, look through on the Stream Deck and that and how all that works, because that's the first level. But don't be afraid by it. I
Right.
think I think this dovetails in to where OneStream Live is going, and eventually you'll have. I mean, it's all right for Erica and Rachel. They're chicks, very beautiful chicks. They can They can do anything they want.
Right.
Me, I'm 60 almost. I can't multitask very well, so I have to look around. I can't wait until the technology is fully there. So when I'm around doing all of this, my eyes are still there. But the Stream Deck is going to be so powerful just to say to people. That's why in our notes today I said, actually, the one takeaway I took from everything is, do we include this when we are teaching people at day one? And I think the answer is yes. So it becomes, you dispel a myth, you explain, you educate, you enjoy. And it's come from day one. You've got to have your camera, you've got to have your mic, you've got to have a little bit of lighting, and you've got to have your Stream Deck or whatever it is you want to use. Others are available apparently. So so I think it's just getting used to the power of what that can do. And I think Matt is very versed in this. Harry clearly is very, very versed in this, as are probably just me that isn't. But I get it.
I know nothing.
And I can't wait. I can't wait for mine to come to start playing with it, because I think one of the things that you teach people when we're doing this is you can't break anything, lads. Oh,
Right.
sorry.
Yep.
These beautiful ladies in Ireland, we call everybody lads. The girls call a set of girls lads. So I
Okay.
mean no offense to anybody when we say lads. But yeah, I think it's just one of those things from day one of you, and that's why I like that. You can go to Facebook ads, you can go to the marketplace, you can get a cheap, you can start, but it's got to be an essential part of your package, and I know that much.
I like that. I like that you say that. But you also gave us something, Joe, that I don't want to get away from. Like Erica probably caught this too. You gave us a method of how you teach. And I caught the first one. You got to help me and say it again. You said first thing you do is
The
dispel
myth.
a myth that people will have about the technology, and give me the rest of it because I'm taking notes on this.
You're dispelling the myth about technology, and you're just teaching people that it is part and parcel. So if I'm going to teach someone, if I'm coaching somebody and say, okay, well, this is what you need. So it's a tick list. They don't know any different. We do.
Right?
And sometimes when we go back to that strategic operational delivery and end effect, tactical ground end effect, sometimes we're thinking, very first thing I put on the note today, some people may think this is advanced. By the time I'd finished writing that and what I'd learned from the weekend and watching your show, no, it's not. It's not advanced at all. It's a must have. So
Wow.
dispelling the myth about what we need to do. And technology is just something that we use. And, I mean, if somebody, literally somebody at my age can teach himself this 5 years ago and fall into it, one of the things that doesn't bother me, I don't care how I look. I don't care. You're unstructured in the way you do things. Stephen Healy is very unstructured. I'm more structured. That's probably a military background. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you do. The people who are viewing don't know what's coming.
That's
So
right.
whatever you give them is beautiful, man. You're sharing. So you educate, you engage, you enjoy. If you're doing that, so dispel the myths and make sure they are educated and they're engaged and they're enjoying what they're doing.
So dispel the myth,
Yeah,
educate,
engage,
engage,
enjoy.
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 Oh
That's
my
it.
God. Hey, checks in the mail, sir. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's some good stuff. Erica, let me go to you really quick. After Joe has broke this stuff down, like we're getting extra bonus points today from him. I know I'm trying to move you over and it's not going. Let's see. There we go. So we're talking about how this works. And of course, I know you caught when he gave this method to spilling the myth and all of that kind of stuff. But when it comes to hotkeys and people are trying their best to make content, having this feature inside of OneStream Live, because we didn't have it at first. What do you think about having it now and how people could benefit from it?
I think is really good. I can I tell you real quick what I just learned from you, Harry, Joe, and Matt. Can I
Okay.
just throw that
Yes,
out there real
ma'am.
quick?
Come on, give it to
Okay.
me.
Okay. Let's say for you, DJ Strick, you're going to repurpose this video. You're going to find 10 stream decks using a scraper, like Harry said, for $85 or less. And you're going to put in the OneStream Live hotkeys predetermined already. So when you repurpose this video, you already have 10 to sell at least. I just
Say
want
that
to throw that out
again.
there.
So get 10 stream decks,
Mm-hmm.
put the OneStream Live hotkeys in them,
Mm-hmm.
and resell them.
Yes. Yes,
Oh my
please.
God. Like
Wow.
I never thought about that. So Erica is always helping me think outside the box to monetize the content because people they watch the content like Joe says, okay, I was educated. This is not that hard. I thought it was advanced, not as advanced. It needs to be on the beginner level. But if somebody begins and they have to actually, like me, understand what the arrow, because when I was programming this, it said arrow and then the number. And I didn't know the arrow meant shift. It took me a minute to figure that out. So what if you just do it for the people? And I get it. Okay, give me something else, Erica. Like you, come on, keep it going.
That's all I thought of. When
I
I
got you.
first saw it, I printed mine out. I
The
didn't have the Stream Deck.
hotkeys.
I didn't even think about the Stream Deck until you told me I could use the Stream Deck. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
And then I really wanted you to drop the link when you were telling me about it, like at the beginning of the month when you start talking about this. I'm like, where's your link, man? Because I got to give you credit. I'm like, there's
Okay,
nothing wrong with using your affiliate.
that's true.
So,
That's true. That's true.
and
You're
I
so
don't
right
mind you
about that.
making
Yes.
money since you are sharing your knowledge with me.
That's true. For the Stream Deck, I want to be sure that as we are doing these shows in the Streamers Hub, that people don't get it twisted. Like we're inside of the OneStream community to help one streamers do better with this technology, make better content, learn how to do it in a very effective way. All of us are trying our best to show people that it can be done. So sometimes you don't want to get some of the monetary stuff in the way, but if it's on my channel, guess what? I'm sharing the link. So
One
that's good
day,
stuff.
you and Harry were talking about so much cool stuff, and I kept asking for the link, but you guys just kept laughing at me. I'm like, I would have bought so much stuff from you guys.
We're gonna make sure you do that. We're gonna make sure
For
you do that.
real.
I found a new technology that I'll be talking about really soon that can help all the way around with links and stuff. It was a place you can
Okay,
go to
Black
one
Friday's
place
coming.
and find it all. It's coming your way, and I thank you for pushing me that direction. Harry actually has his Stream Deck, and it says he's been using it, has been showing it up there. I just think, okay, have you had time to program it while we were sitting here?
No, this
Okay.
is something else that I'm doing, but um the Stream Deck is just so amazing because whatever you want to do,
Right.
even the repetitive things that you do, you open up Google all the time, but you close the tab. You can program that into this Stream Deck to open up Google.
Right.
You rearrange your windows in a certain way. You can do that once, close out. You can hit your Stream Deck, and they will go all in the same places that you had it. It is just so much you can do with the Stream Deck and hotkeys.
And hotkeys. So what
Mhm.
Harris is saying, like not just OneStream Live, but if you're using your computer, and we're talking about Mac computers and not the Windows stuff,
PC, American.
you can actually program it to do things outside of just using it with OneStream. So it has a little computer in it that can help you do, I actually hit a button and it pulled up a web page. So it's by mistake is on my Stream Deck here, but I'm going to hit it again, and you can look at the bottom right corner and you'll see it change. It's adding a tab inside of the window that I'm on for a web page. Okay,
Hmm.
and that's just pressing the button. So, guys, there's more than one thing that you can use it for, and that's outside of. Let me get to where I was. That's outside of using it for OneStream live in the studio. So there's
Now,
some great applications. Yes, sir.
one of the other things you talked about it in one of your last live streams about that mute button.
Yes.
And you had it on there by
By
mistake
mistake.
or
I did
something
have the
like
mute
that.
button on there by
But
mistake. That's
but
true.
you can it has a use, and you can program the Stream Deck to where when it is on mute, it could change colors.
There you go.
So you know if I'm on mute or not, and then
Right.
take it off. What if you have to cough?
That's the
You
coughing
you
button in
you
the
have to,
studio. That's
yeah, you
only
have to
DJs know
find
about
and
that,
click,
Harry. Only DJs know about the cough button in the studio, but that's true. Sometimes you can use that.
Yes.
Sometimes you
It,
can
it is
use that.
just it is just so much more than, just working within a certain platform. And not everybody does use hotkeys, but
Right.
you can do so much in there.
So let's do this really quick. Rachel, I want to bring you up because you've already said that you represent the moms that are getting into content creation that, may think this could be overwhelming. Like, what would you say to them as we're talking about hotkeys using OneStream Live Studio with the Stream Deck or the mechanical keyboard? What would you say to help them to maybe get over that hurdle of thinking this could be a lot of work to do?
Well, I want to say you're great.
Oh,
To
let's just stop right there. Can you say
I
that
can't
again?
get out the pom
Yeah.
pom. Let me get these out. Well,
Hey, Erica, I'm gonna repurpose that. She said you're great. I don't
Yeah.
know who she was talking to. I'll take it for me.
I was talking to you, Strick. I'll use
That's what's
that.
up.
I just want to tell people like um one thing I love about OneStream, and really this is a community. We're here representing like a whole community of people, and
Right.
we're here to help. So if you have questions, you can find, here on, things that we're sharing. You can find help on the OneStream. You can find, there's just lots of people that are willing to help you and guide you through the process. So don't be afraid of technology, because we don't want that to keep you from building and growing your business. And I just want at every twists and turns of business, you have to kind of be ready to
That's
pivot,
right.
right? Don't you guys agree? Like,
That's right.
Yes.
and I always tell people the worst thing you could say is, I've never done it that way.
Right.
That sentence right there is going to kill your business. So just be prepared to try something new and get excited about it, and know that little by little you can get there. And just, it doesn't have to be all at once, but just taking little steps in your business, to get used to this, to get used to the hotkeys, because this is all new to me, but I am so excited about it.
And that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that because, again, we do have people that, really would think that this could be hard to use. But being here and talking about the technology, even though it may be new to you, makes a difference. Now, Matt, I want you to help us out really quick because I know as you are training other people on how to use technology and how to be a content creator, like where would you start with a Stream Deck? Joe has already said it needs to be in the beginning. Where do you feel
Yeah.
like you would start with this technology with OneStream?
Well, I think the first thing is just where you start. So obviously they have their basic setup guide. You go, you open the thing up, you follow their setup guide, download the software and all that kind of stuff. But where I would start from a content creator standpoint is there's a number of things that you can do with the Stream Deck, and I use it in multiple different ways. And obviously we're talking about the Stream Deck, but for everybody, for the whole community here, you don't just have to use the Stream Deck. You can use another version. Is called a Loop Deck,
That's right.
LOUPEDECK. So Loop Deck is another brand that makes essentially what this is it is a macro keyboard.
Right.
So it's a whole bunch of computer commands, essentially what it is, programmed into a single key. So it allows you to press one key to do multiple things on your computer at one point in time without having to press all those keys at the same time. So that's the whole purpose of these. It's saving time. And what is the one resource that is finite and non-renewable? Time.
Time. That's right.
You can never get more of it. So it's the most important thing to try and save as much of as you possibly can. Now, how I would get started is learning the basics. Okay, learning the basics as far as like every computer, whether it's PC or Mac, has system hotkeys programmed into the menus. So if you open any program, right, it doesn't matter what program it is, doesn't matter what computer you're on, open up the file menu. Over to the right-hand side, you'll see a list of hotkey commands associated with certain functions in those programs, right? Learning and getting used to those hotkey commands and figuring it out. Like if you go into a Word document, Control S or Command S is save. Control C or Command C is cut. Command or Control V is paste, right? So those are all things that as you become more computer proficient, you start to use on a regular basis. I use these things every single day. Being able to program those hotkeys or those macro keys into your Stream Deck or keyboard or the macro keyboard, whatever it is that you're using, starting to practice with those types of things is important to get the fundamentals down. And then after that, learning some of the more advanced functionality of how to switch cameras or change scenes or, you know, this, that, or the other in OneStream or whatever. The process is the same. You find the hotkey, you program it into the Stream Deck, you put your icon on there so you know what it is, and then you go to town and start using and enjoying it. So
That's
Can I
good.
does that
throw
make
one?
sense?
Can I throw
Hold
one
on one
thing in?
second for 1 second before you say that, Harry, and I'm gonna come back to you. But I want to acknowledge Rachel. I know I have her
Oh,
just for a
yes.
few more minutes, and I want to be sure before you leave, you're able to give us all of your information so people can contact you again, Rachel. So let me bring you up so people can see you. They're tired of looking at Matt. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Thank you for coming and be a part of this panel. We're going to do this again the fourth Monday in July, and I appreciate the time that you have given us with the pom pom. You just made it so much
Yeah.
better. Like Joe feels
I
better
have two.
about
I have two
you have
now.
two.
Oh,
Listen,
Yay.
nice.
Joe feels
For
better
Joe.
about the show that you have pom poms. Like if
I'm
nobody else
gonna,
is excited, Joe is.
I'll be in pink next month in honor. I will be in
Perfect. I
pink.
love it.
Trust me.
So tell us again how people can get in contact with you and they can see you other than being on the Streamers Hub.
Awesome. So you can connect with me on Facebook, Rachel Hall. You can find me on Instagram at Rachel Beauty Biz. So find me there. And I just appreciate you having me so much. It's been so fun. I'm sorry I have to check out a little bit
No,
early,
no
but
worries. No
um,
worries. Thank you for your time. And this has been
Yes.
fun. And you brought
Yes.
the fun with the pom poms. Like who doesn't love pom poms, right?
who doesn't love it, right?
Thank
I'll
you.
bring the fun. I'll bring the fun.
Thank you so very much. And we'll be in contact this coming week just to kind of talk and catch up. I really appreciate meeting you. And thank you for reaching out
Yes,
to be a
thank you.
part of this panel, okay?
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes,
Bye.
ma'am. All right. Harry,
Thank
now
you.
I told you I wasn't gonna leave you out, Harry. I want to get right back to where you were. Move so
I
fast. There we go.
I just wanted to expand on what
What
Matt
Matt
was
was saying.
saying.
Uh-huh. And I got
Yeah,
something for you too,
with the
Matt.
keys,
Uh-huh.
he said Control or Command C is cut, which is copy.
Oh, that's right. Copy.
Command
My bad.
Command
And Command and
X
Control
for
X is
American
cut. Yeah.
computers, and the other thing for Macs is
I'm
cut.
sorry. I was trying
You
to
was going, I
process in my
know.
brain as I was
Hey,
in the
hey.
flow, man. I messed up. It's fine. But yes, you are correct. C is copy, X is cut. But either way, and that's what I was trying to get at was the point is that it doesn't matter what program you're in. You could be in Word, you could be in Excel, you could be in Pages for Mac.
Yep.
Every program has already predetermined
Hotkeys.
hotkeys that the developers have built in. And so this is where we get into some of the more I guess basic or expanded. You could even look at it expanded, because it's not, Stream Decks are not just for streaming. It's a macro keyboard that you can program any one of those shortcuts into, and now all of a sudden you've got something that you can do multiple things with just a couple button presses on your Stream Deck,
Yeah.
and you're good to go.
Hey,
So
Matt, can I interrupt you just 1 second?
yeah.
Because I absolutely, Joe, hear me when I say this. I absolutely hate being outdone. And Matt is trying to outdo me on the show today with knowledge
I'm
about.
sorry.
No, it's too late now, brother. It's too late. There's no need to apologize. There's no need to apologize because I'm running the show on the back end. So guess what? Let's take a look at this really quick as another option. Okay, this is just to help the people, man. I'm just messing with you. But this
Oh
is
no,
where
you're
I
good.
started before I actually purchased my Stream Deck. All right, at the time this was
Okay.
actually free, but it's called Touch Portal, and you can use a mobile device, an iPad, and all of that, and you can program. Same thing. It's with that micro multi-action remote control using any kind of mobile device. Okay, so you're able to have multiple keys there, customizable buttons, and multi actions that you could put in there. Again, Matt, I cannot be outdone. So this is things that you can connect with it. And it says OBS here. If it does OBS, guess what? It will also do OneStream Live. Okay.
Yes.
So this is something you could use with it and connect. They have, since I've used this, it looks like it's really gotten robust. So, Joe, I don't know if you have already gotten yours, but this is another way to get started. Let me go to pricing and see what it looks like it's priced out. And I guess these are apps. So the pro version is $14, and this is just one-time payment for lifetime licenses. You can get some icons to go along with it, RGB graphics upgrade. So it's $14, and then you can get additional upgrades. So what do you think about that?
I think I'm going to go back into my Amazon account, and I've done a couple of things tonight actually. What Harry was talking about, what Matt sorry was talking about before, the alternative for Keyboard Maestro. There's one designed
Yeah.
for
I've
Windows,
seen that. I brought it
with
up. Thank
useful
you.
bit. That touch. If you go back to what I said before about it becomes an integral part from point one when you're teaching people or sharing
Right.
with people, I think something like that is even better because it's cost neutral, isn't it? When you're setting up, so it becomes
Right.
cost neutral. But here's two small things, if I may. I know
Come
taking
on,
for a
give
long
it to
time,
me.
so
Yes, sir.
two small things. One is when we are doing our shows or when we are teaching and working with clients, we've got to remember we've got to be in their footsteps. We are so much, we don't always think about it, but we've got so much knowledge of what we've been doing, and sometimes we've got to go back a step and imagine you are them. So when I go back from that, understanding the operational delivery and the strategic intent, but looking at it from an end user, it's the same when you're teaching somebody. It's that simplicity. The other thing in the military called KISS methodology,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
KISS.
Keep
Keep
it
it simple
simple.
and stupid.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
That's it. 100% of the time. And never forget that when you speak to somebody in the initial bit, it's that bit of, because you might want to educate them. You may think you're engaging with them, but if it's going whoosh, then they're going to enjoy it. So
Right.
it's this methodology and that step-by-step approach. And actually, I'm going to go off and I won't. I'll go and get a cup of tea now when I finish this. I won't go to sleep because my head is buzzing. You people, you
Wow.
have no idea what you're doing to me. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, Ireland. I'll be up.
Hey,
But
you
it's
look
great.
like it's 12 in the afternoon, sir.
Oh,
You look
brother,
good.
I honestly, seriously, just being around you people, it is an energy that comes through the
Wow.
virtual verse
Wow.
that is good. But that for the cost, I think again, I stand by what I said before. But when you learn at that cost, that's the start point for
Yeah.
somebody for somebody simple, isn't it? So really grateful for both ends of the scale for learning that tonight as well.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. We're helping each other tonight. Erica, let me, I know we're about to wrap the show up, but I want to get this from your standpoint of all the new stuff. Joe, Harry, Matt, everybody's kind of added, even yourself added, Rachel has added. Tell me what you're thinking as you're seeing not just the Stream Deck, but when OneStream Live added these hotkeys, like how it kind of opens and blossom up a whole new world of features and functions that you could use.
Well, you threw me when you showed me the touch portal, because now I'm thinking, can I reach out to them? Will they give me a white label version? Can I sell this for $20?
Wow.
Because that's all I was thinking. But
Wow.
yes, that and having the Stream Decks pre-made. As many a time as my 8-year-old has came and asked me, have I seen his tablet? Have I found his shoes? People just want the answers. They don't want to look for it. They don't want to
Wow.
spend time in the overwhelm trying to find their thing. They just want their thing.
Right.
So yeah, the hotkeys will definitely give you your answers. And like me, just print it out, use your keyboard, and then wait for DJ Strick or Matt or Joe or Harry to send you the Stream Deck that's already pre-made or pre-programmed, and then you can just push buttons on the Stream Deck.
I absolutely love it. Guys, this is the Streamers Hub panel. Minus Rachel, who had to leave a little earlier. But guys, we're going to be here every fourth Monday in the month talking about whatever the monthly theme is. Hopefully, you learned something for us tonight. We are an international crew. And again, we're here to help in the OneStream Live community. Thank you guys for your time tonight. If we can go really quick, Erica, starting with you, how can people connect? Really quick, how can they connect with you?
LinkedIn, Erica Bates on LinkedIn.
How about you, Joe?
Yeah, at the moment until the site is set up and the academy set up, LinkedIn, Joe Shepherd.
Matt?
As of right now, you can follow me at The Existential Man on any of the social platforms. You can also email me, existentialman@gmail.com. And that's the best way for now. Once July comes around, by the next show, I'll have a full website to send people to. And maybe we'll even put some of the streaming hub partners on as
Let's do it.
do like a small link tree for all the streaming hub partners that we can send everybody to, so they can go take a look at it.
That's a great idea. Way to be thoughtful, Matt. Thank you. Thank you. How
Yeah.
about you, Harry?
If you are looking to reach me, it's at Harry the Big Dog. If you are into music and DJing and all that stuff, it's at the DJ Interview.
Harry, they're going to contact you for hair products and hair products only.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, I want to thank you so very much. And I want to add this before we get out of here. If you're looking at the OneStream Live Studio and you're thinking, oh my goodness, we can do so much with this, you could be an affiliate marketer with us. All right. You can recruit and also do sub affiliates and earn 10%. But if you are selling this to people, 55% commission on every purchase. I don't want you to miss that. So all you have to do is go to OneStream.io, OneStreamLive.io, go all the way down to the affiliate link and sign up. So it's a different sign up than what you would do if you're getting the service, and you do not have to be a customer to get this, guys, but you can pre-sell it. And I'm sure Erica loves that all the way around. So I wanted to be sure you guys were knowledgeable about that. Every Monday night, 7 p.m., you will have me, DJ Strick, in the Streamers Hub. I really love this. And more importantly, I love the fact that Joe had a great time early this morning hanging out with us all the way from an island off of Dublin. Did I get that right? Island off of Dublin?
Other way around, really. I'm Dublin and Ireland. Not far from Dublin. It's great. Doesn't matter. We're on the island.
Yeah, you're on the island.
We're connected across the globe through the virtual verse.
There you go. There you go. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I've had an awesome time with you today. Thank you for watching another edition of the Streamers Hub right here on OneStream Live.